Hi friends, welcome to another episode on how to come out of debts. So we are going to share a lot of practical things. So in the past, I told you that if you want to really come out of debts, you should have a strong determination. You cannot come out of debt just by wishing it. You cannot come out of debt just by hoping one day some money will come, somehow I can able to clear it and I'll be out of debts. No, you have to plan it. You need a lot of plans and a strategy for you to come out of debts. And I told you that if you want to fight debts effectively, you need a lot of humility. Ego is the problem. We get into debts because of ego, and we stay into debts because of ego. But when we learn to humble ourselves, surely we can able to come out of debts. We can fight debts very effectively. Okay, so let's focus on today. So once again, I want to share a lot of practical things, because see, I want to tell you, in the past I had a lot of areas, finance and family and so many other areas, I used to struggle in my life. So when I read anything, I learn anything, sometimes I used to wonder, how I can able to apply into my practical life. Sometimes I feel those things are not suitable for my personal life. So now I know I have designed my teaching in such a way that it's going to be very, very practical, very practical. So we're going to share all the minute important practical details which will help you. So keep listening to it and fully, and pay attention to it and follow whatever I'm saying it, because this, if you listen and if you're not going to follow, you're not going to come out of debts. So for you to come out of debts as soon as possible, and whatever you're going to listen right now, you have to follow it very strictly. So never think that I don't understand your problem. We've been there, we have done that, and I can able to understand your problem very well. So for today, one of the important things, number one, if you are in debts, don't feel so much of guilty, don't feel condemned, don't feel the shame. First of all, you have to master your emotions. Don't feel so down, don't feel that you are nothing, you are nobody. And when we are in debts, we feel like, "Ah, i'm I'm in so much of debts, there is nothing in my life for me. I will be happy once I get out of debts. I will wear nice dress, once I get out of debts. But now I know I'm in debts." So people are very much demotivated. They don't wear a nice dress, they don't shave, they are not very clean, they are not happy. They think that I'm in debts, how I can able to be happy. I'm in debts, how I can able to be happy. So they think like that. So I want to tell you, it's not only you are in debts. In the world, so many people are in debts. It's not a kind of a strange thing to be in debts. There are a lot of people have financial issues struggling, and even big businessmen, they are in debts. You must have known that Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi, and there are so many people, they are in debts. Big people are in crores of debts. Anil Ambani, they are in crores of debts. So I want to tell you, still there is a hope for you. You can surely come out of debts. And I want to tell you that I'm not trying to give you any kind of false hope, but I'm here to tell you for sure. Doesn't matter how much you are in debts, and if you follow and take some right action, and if you look for God's favor and miracle, if you combine these two things together, you can surely come out of debts. So that's what. So first of all, avoid all the bad and negative emotions. Feeling very shame and guilty. Sometimes we feel so guilty, we condemn ourselves, and we don't want to raise our head and walk. We put our head down and walk. We don't dress properly, we don't meet people. We constantly thinking about when I'm going to pay, then only I'll be happy. So avoid all those things, all the negative emotions. Avoid being guilty. By being guilty, you're not going to solve any problem. In fact, it's going to uh, create more problems. Sense of feeling guilty, condemnation, feeling shame, and all those things will come. And you may feel like whether I have to commit suicide or whether I have to run somewhere. All these kind of thoughts will come. Just ignore those thoughts. We are, be bold, be strong. When you are courage, everything which is standing in front of you has to bow down and fall down. So if you learn to face these debts with a lot of boldness and with a lot of joy and with a lot of confidence, and you can able to easily handle it. So this is the first thing you have to do it, that remove all the negative emotions. You have to develop a lot of joy, learn to laugh and rejoice and jump and shout and praise God. You have to have a lot of positive attitude, and you should have a lot of confidence, instead of feeling so down, instead of feeling like you're a failure. No, just it's a kind of a time period, it's a kind of a bad time in your life. You are in debts, but you can able to come out of it. Things will change. So instead of feeling like a failure, just believe that you're a success, and you have to do things in confidently, look for more opportunity, and look for a ways to come out of debts, and you have to face everything with courageously, and surely you can able to come out of your debt. So number one, remove all the bad feelings and emotions, negative feelings and bad feelings and emotions. So number two, don't avoid or ignore your creditors calls. So sometime you may be thinking, you don't understand, no matter what I tell, they don't listen, they keep calling me, I don't know what to do. You may think like that, but as much as possible, I want to tell you, don't ignore their calls. Attend their calls, especially if it is not from bank or credit card company. If it is from any kind of individual, never ignore their call. If you ignore their call, they are going to visit you. So if you are available to them in the phone, they are not going to come to your house. But the moment you are going to tell that I'm not here, or you put your phone in a silent mode or switched off, flight mode, whatever may be, and you know what, and when they are not able to reach you through phone, then they will plan to visit your house. Then they will try to contact your friends and family. So it's better that you attend their call. So when you attend the call, out of just in order to escape in that moment, don't tell, okay, I'll give you tomorrow, I'll give you next week. No. So I want to tell you this, as much as possible, if it is an individual, if you borrowed money from individual, and if they are not in urgent need of that money again, and simply they are calling it as a routine, as a duty, they loaned you, they're trying to collect that money as soon as possible, in that way they are calling you, try to meet them in person. Listen to this carefully. Go and meet them in their house and tell them that you are in a bad condition right now, and you don't want to cheat, and you don't have intention to cheat, you want to pay them, but right now you are not able to pay. Go and ask them, and ask them for indefinite time. Don't tell I'll give next week, then next week they will call you, and you will tell another next week, then they will tell you, every time you're saying next week, when are you going to give the money? So go and meet them. If it is an individual, go and meet them. If it is an individual, go and meet them in a person, and you know what, and ask for indefinite time. Tell them, I want to give you, sir, but I don't know when. So they will tell, no, first you tell me when you want to give, don't get into that pressure. Please tell them, see, I want to give, but I don't know when. But the moment I get some breakthrough or some money, something good happens, surely I'll come, and I'm trying, I'm working on it. You tell them, I'm working on it, I'm trying to solve this debt issues. Somehow I'll come and pay it, and give me some time. So go and ask them, and be available to them, be in touch with them. Out of guilty consciousness, don't stop ignoring them, stop meeting them. No, be, go and meet them, talk to them, be normal, tell them, yeah, I need to pay you, but I'm sorry, right now I don't have it. So if it is an individual, this is what you have to do. It first of all, as much as possible, don't ignore their calls, talk to them. So if it is like a credit card credit card company, a bank, the way we have to deal with them is totally different. We can able to do that if we have a meeting one-on-one. Then only I can able to guide you very effectively, because there is not a one set rules for it. Okay, so the problem with the credit card is, the credit card company is not calling you. They given that your file to a recovery agent, and they will try to harass you. They'll try to torture you, like a kind of a mental torture. They will, no matter what you tell, they'll keep on calling you, keep on calling you, keep on calling you. So there is a way to handle them. You have to equip yourself with a lot of knowledge. What are the rights of this credit card recovery agents, and how we can able to talk to them, that and all. It's a very powerful thing. I had two credit cards, and initially I was able to make that payments, and there were a time, like, slowly I began to default it and become a pressure, and they started to harass me. And those times I started to study, and I started to seek some professional help, and I have learned something which has been very useful. And then directly I was into talking to that credit card recovery agent manager directly. And in my own way, I cleared that credit card, and they also been very cooperative. If you are not afraid, and if you are not going to abuse them, and if you are going to available to them, and if you are confident enough to talk to them, and if you know how to talk to them, then you can even easily deal with this credit card. So I want to tell you that I personally Axis Bank and RBL credit card, and both of them, directly I spoke to them, and I paid it in my own way. Yeah, they told me that okay, for settlement, 3 months, this is the amount, this is the date you have to settle. But I settled in my own way. So it took a lot of time. Slowly, in my own style, in my own way, I paid it, and somehow I cleared it. They settled. So I want to teach you all those things. If you are really stuck with this bank loan and credit card, and then if you borrowed money from interest from someone, if you need a kind of a help, so you can take a appointment from me, and you can meet and talk to me. We can work out on a plan for you to come out of those things. So right now, the second thing is, as much as possible, if you ignore their calls, they'll visit your house. That is going to be sure, either it is an individual or any bank loan or anything. And you know what, I wanted to, once again, I want to tell you, I wanted to face this boldly. Sometimes this credit recovery agent, they will threaten you, and they'll try to take advantage of your fear. The moment, if you are not afraid, they'll tell you, we are going to call your relatives. They will tell you that we are going to ask for your neighbors to pay that money. Don't be afraid of those things. First of all, they have no rights to do those kind of things. And nobody's going to, even if they go and ask for the neighbors also, don't think that it's going to be a shameful experience or anything like that. A lot of people are in debt, and you are going through a bad phase in your life, and you're not able to pay it, and your neighbor is not going to do anything. Anyway, they are not going to go to your neighbor, or sometimes they will threaten you. I'm going to meet your family member, I'm going to collect you, I'm going to visit your office, or I'm going to ask your building society people to give the money back, and they will threaten you. But don't be afraid, and never abuse them, never speak any bad words. It's only going to make your situation worst. So never speak bad words, but be kind to them. If any recovery agent, credit card recovery agent come to your house, ask them to come inside. Sometimes they'll say, no, we will not come inside. You tell me, you give me money, give them water, talk to them nicely. Hey, you humble them, ask them for a help. Say, actually, honestly, I want to pay, but I'm not able to pay. Please help me. So those even the recovery agent will help you. I want to tell you, they themselves say, okay, when you give it. So I'm going, I'll tell that the door is locked, something like that. You talk to them in a very polite and a humble manner, seek their help. They will help you. 90% they will help you. Sometime, at the maximum, what they will tell, see, sir, I cannot do anything. You do one thing, you talk to my manager, my senior. They'll put a call to the senior. And that senior sometime will put a pressure. No. Today we have to close your file. Today is the last day. Otherwise, your file will go here. We will do this. We will do that. See, actually, that the credit card people, they were supposed to take a legal action, but they know that if once they take you to the court, and even if you go to court for bank loan or anything, never be afraid, because the judge is going to ask, why you are not paying, and you tell me how much you can pay. The moment you go to the court, if you say that no matter how much your debts, whatever the amount you say in your mouth, like 5,000 every month I can pay, 2,000 every month I can pay, that will be finalized. That's all. So, they know that, once they go to the court, they cannot able to get the money very easily. So that's why they're trying to harass you instead of, giving you, sending your legal notice, or, calling you for a court, they want to harass you through this recovery agent. So, face them with boldness, never afraid of them. Don't get confused. Don't get a lot of stressed. Meet them, talk to them, tell them, sir, we want to pay, but we are struggling. We are not able to pay. Humble yourself, they will help you. I want to tell you, they will help you. But if you fight with them, if you shout at them, if you argue with them, it's not going to work out, because they are expecting that, they were prepared for it, but they were not prepared for love and kindness and humbleness. So that's what, the second thing is, never ignore their phone calls. Always try to reach them. So, whenever your creditors calls, try to give them indefinite time. Try to go and meet them personally before they come to your house, before they call you. Suppose you told them, next week I will give you. Okay, if you can't able to give you next week, if you know for sure that you can't give in the next week, don't say next week. Tell them, I will give, I don't know when, but they will tell, you have to tell someday. You tell when you're going to give, If it's an individual, and if they are not in a desperate need for money, they will give you indefinite time. And even you can do that with the bank loans also. You can do that with the credit card loans also. And once again, I want to tell you regarding the bank loan and credit card, there is no fixed rule, and we can sit and plan and work out on it. So this is the thing, number one, never feel anything bad. Remove all the negative emotions. Number two, never ignore the creditors' calls. So keep this in your mind. So in the next episode, we'll this little by little more on this. I hope it will be useful to you. Okay, God bless you.